Greetings, Mythics. How are we all? Yes, it is another Wednesday. It is another, well, this time 8 p.m. And yes, I'm still 5 minutes late. It's Wednesday. It's another game book session. Hello there. Hi there, Julian. I think I've fallen asleep after being in the pub at lunchtime. You are not far wrong. I did have a cheeky snooze just before we came online. But, you know, why not? Sue me. What are you going to do, eh? Sue me. Yes, we are back for another live session of game book goodness. And this time it is a book by Joseph Daniels, but not just a book. It's Tales Foretold, which is 4 preludes, 4 short tasters. Talking of tasting, I just retasted my curry. Nice. Hello there, Glenn. How are you? And how are you, Roslyn? How are you? Good to see you all. Julian's, but I just wish I could have done that too. But day job, yeah. I know, but you can always find 10 minutes, exactly. You're making soup. Oh, nice. We've been 10 minutes. No worries, Roslyn. As you know, we normally preamble. So yes, Joseph Daniels has got, it's quite a clever idea. He's got a plethora of game books out at the moment, and he's done little taster sessions. So if you're not sure if you want to buy one of his books, you can buy this and you get 4 different taster sessions. I don't know how else to describe it. Prologues of books that are full books. So you've got the first night. Oh, it's actually 5. The first night, which is a prologue to the Ghost of Craven Manor, which is what one we did do a playthrough. We've got the Chuzzlewit Mystery, which is a prologue to Grim Dickinson. We've got the Sick and the Dead, which is the prologue to Bite the Hand, which is the one that we're going to do. And we've got A Day in a Life, which is a prologue to Stray Thoughts. And then there's a note to the reader at the end. There you go, Glenn. Adventure Book Buffet. Or as I like to call it, Adventure Book Buffet. Someone commented saying it was an old photo. What of me? I'm always putting out old photos. 10 minutes 10 minutes for a pint at lunchtime, eh? Oh, you mean snooze, yeah. Oh, Leerin's here. Hello, Leirin, you snuck in. Ah, like the game book equivalent of the anthology horror film, like Creepshow. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Reckon he snoozed. I did screw. And Lee has arrived. Lee has arrived. Hello there, Lee. And Jam, how are you, sir? Good heartening, everyone. I hope you have an incredible day. I went to the doctor's today, and I told him I can't stop spreading gossip. He told me it's rheumatitis, and that's why you've got the bell. That's why I've got a bell. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not very good at remembering jokes. I think the only one I can remember a few, but they're just the classics, like Doctor, Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. Pull yourself together then. Doctor, Doctor, I feel like a bridge. Well, what's come over you? A lorry, a car, 2 motorcycles. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Isn't that right, Grocklesnook? How you doing? If you do want to check out the Bottled Imp YouTube channel, go do that after this stream. Not now, after this stream, where we do have over 450 episodes of fancy goodness, fancy book reviews, fancy film reviews, and fantasy film reviews. Film, books, board games. And we've got a few other little things just thrown in for good measure. So there we go. So, welcome to the world of Magma. I'm assuming here's one. Oh yeah, Massive Advanced Game Mechanic Adventures. Okay. For those of you who aren't familiar with the game books of Joseph Daniels, you may have already played a few titles and know how immersive, innovative, and satisfying these adventures can be. However, where have you been? However, if you're new to these books, you have just made the significant find, because this volume contains the prologues of not 1, not 2, but 4 of Daniel's most unique titles available. I think he's got that slightly wrong, actually. Yeah, in these stories, you will get to explore the halls of the haunted Craven Manor, solve the mysteries of Victorian London and Sherlock Holmes, attempt to survive a zombie apocalypse and experience a day in the life of a man possessed by a demon that forces to act on his stray thoughts. There you go. But I'm sure there's 5. Oh no, there's 4. He is right. And then there's a note to the reader. So there's 5 entries, but one of them is just a note to the reader. Do you ever do the film? Did you ever do the film Krull? No. Now again, this is a big admission for me. I don't think I've ever seen Krull. Don't hate me. Don't hit me. Yeah, I think I watched it as like an 8-year-old or a 6-year-old. He's never seen it. Yeah. I might have watched it though, Crawling Hell. Whoa there, Pickles. Let's not get personal. I might have seen it when I was about 7 or 8, but I can't remember it. I remember the poster vividly. The guy with the beard and the sort of star thing. I don't remember it. And Krull was on my list to review, but just never got round to it. So I might have to review it. I was going to do reviews on the Edra Tales channel, on the Edra Tales YouTube channel. I just don't get time anymore. This is my problem. My time is it's tight because I'm trying to do 85 projects at once. Where's Martha, by the way? Has anyone seen Martha? She might not have got the message that it was 8 o'clock. A 5-pronged boomerang knife, is that what it was? 5-pronged. Or what was it called? A glavy. Glavy? Lyrian's put it. Krull popularised the throwing star weapon. Yeah. In Western cinema, apparently. Not seen it either. Oh, there you go, Lyrian. You're in good company. She wasn't on it at 7 when I logged in. Oh, okay. Okay, well, if you watch this on playback, Martha, we are missing you. Then I found out you'd moved to 8 PM. Yes. Yeah, I was set up to do 7, but I did go and... See, the reason why I was late is because I did go and visit my dad and his wife, Viv, who live about an hour and a half away from me. And my dad lives in a care home at the moment, and... they've just downsized by buying a bungalow because it might be easier for him to come back to the bungalow. So we were doing a test run today just to see, if he can walk far and all of that. And actually, just look at the bungalow because he's never seen the bungalow, his new house. So we were doing that. Sally and I went off to do that. And I was hoping to get back for 7, but it was a bit tight. He was in the pub. Yeah, forget all that. I'm giving you a sob story about my dad being in a care home. It's not true. It's not true. It's just playing darts. Yeah, and drinking ciders. Oh, ciders. Lee's put here the cast. Robbie Coltrane, Liam Neeson. Wow, I didn't realise Liam Neeson was in them. Alan Armstrong. Was Brian Blessed in it? And Ziggy from Grange Hill. Oh, I've got to watch it now. Wow. Hugs, mate. Joking. Oh, thanks. No, I know you're just joking. I know. And so am I. No. Am I? Who knows what's going on? Anyway, just a quick update then, while we're just a little pre-ramble. Just wait for more people to come in. We've got To Kill a Thief, Devilish Dilemma, and Edra Tales game book. This is the sample. Oh, my giddy aunt. It's taken me 2 days, or 2.5 days, to renumber everything. And then... change all the links, like where it says, do you want to go left, turn to, 23, do you want to go to right, turn to 24. So because I've renumbered all the entries, 23 is no longer 23. 23 is like randomized, so it's like 368. And 24 is no longer 24. 24 might be 95. So not only have I renumbered all the entries, but I've had to renumber all the links. Tucker, not Sig. Oh, Todd Carty. There you go. Oh, that's even better. Better. Tucker's Luck. Who remembers that one? So that, and then all the entries are still, they're all linked, but they're out of sequence now. The numbers are. So now I had to spend all day yesterday rearranging, you know, copy and pasting, right, going, right, number 2 goes there. Where's number 3? Right, number 3 goes there. Number 4 goes... Honestly, it never ended. And then what I'm going to do for the digital playtest version, I'm actually going to hyperlink everything. So when it says turn to 382 and you're on entry 23, you don't have to scroll all the way down. You can just click on the turn to, you know, whatever number it is, and it will just hyperlink it there. But what I have to do is I have to go through every entry number, make it a bookmark, then I have to go through every link that I want, and then point that to each bookmark. Oh, I'm good to you. Yes, Todd Carty, who plays Special Constable Todd Carty in Charlie Brooke as a touch of cloth. Oh, yeah. But doesn't he play Special Constable Todd Carty in The Bill? You remember Tucker's Luck, of course, because I'm old and that. I remember I was sort of probably the same age as Tucker, so I remember, or maybe he was a couple of years older than me, because I remember sort of being interested in Tucker's Luck, because that was after he left school and he was entering the world of work. That's a lot. It is a lot, honestly, and I didn't realise that doing all the numbering, doing all of that, would take me 2.5 to 3 days. But this is a big learning curve, because I've never done a game book before. So I've now learnt that I can write a game book of 103,000 words in 3 to 4 months. I can't remember precisely when I started. Let's say I can write it in 3 months and a month for planning. And then we've got at least a month for typesetting, which includes, you know, doing all the hyperlinks. And also, but then that's just the Word document. I'm going to typeset it for the printer into a proper book. So that's going to take even longer time. But then also proofreading, which I did do one round of proofreading. Sally's very kindly going to proofread it for me, and also my friend Claire. And then anyone else that wants to proofread it, if you're playtesting it and you happen to want to proofread it as well, you're more than welcome. You don't have to proofread it. So for then I'm going to put it out to playtesters. So the playtesters, you are just looking to see if the story flows the way it's meant to. And also, are the combats too difficult? Or have I put a shop somewhere that there's just no way you'd have any money? You know, that kind of thing. The frustrating thing, we go, oh, it's a shop. Oh, but it's the second entry. I've got no money. Or have I put the skill test too high? Those kind of things. Who remembers... What? Oh, Stewpot. Is it Stuart? Yeah, Stewpot and Ziggy. Yeah, I remember those. 3 to 4 months a month. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Rosalind. Yeah, that's what I mean by me just being fully focused, and literally most of my spare time I've just been typing away. I mean, Jam knows writing. Jonathan, we miss you. Where are you, Jonathan? Yes, because Sebastian was in it too. Okay, thank you. Good luck, says Rosalind. I think that was the whole joke in A Touch of Cloth. Yes, it was. It was. Ah, they had a reunion lately. Yep. What you may have to realise about Kroll, says Lee, is Ken is Francesca Annis. Good. Controls a large amount of spiders. Oh, let's not go down that route. Let's not go. Yeah, there's spiders in that film. So, just to give you a quick update then, I'm aiming, so I'm going to be working on the game book after this live stream. I'm aiming to finish all the hyperlinks and get a version, a digital Word version, but it's going to be a PDF, but it's not going to be typeset like a book like this. Yeah, it's basically going to be an A4 Word document that I've changed to a PDF. Without any of the illustrations, I'm afraid, but then I'm going to put it up on my Edra Tales website. And then if you are interested in playtesting, you can download it. I'm going to put the mechanics up there as well. And I'm also going to, put all the stuff you need to playtest it, basically. And then, you know, like all the adventure sheets and stuff like that. So what I probably will do... Is it worth doing different PDFs? So is it worth doing a separate PDF for an adventure sheet, separate PDF for combat encounters? Is it worth doing that? Separate sheet for... It probably is, because then you can have different tabs open. So rather than scrolling down, you could just open a different tab. Would that be a better way of doing it? Because I've also got incantation scrolls at the back of the book. But would you prefer that as a separate PDF? Or would you prefer it as all just one document? Let me know, because I'm not sure. So all is good. Halfway through the Witches of... Oh, brilliant. Nicely. You've typed up half of Witches of Kara. That's fantastic going, Jam. What else have we got here? The Story Master Tales. That's Ollie. Ollie has joined us. Welcome, 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 Ollie. Good evening. How are you? Just saying about my first game book, Ollie. I'm getting a playtest sample ready, the playtest version ready. And Rosalind's put separate PDFs. Yeah, I might do separate PDFs. Julian's put because you can every time I. Lee Rin's had. Oh, there's too many comments. I can't read them all now. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ollie. So Rosalind does everything with paper and writing implements. Right, yeah. So I decided to type everything up first. Separate PDF is great to swap between. Okay, so I'll do... So what you'll get then in the playtesting kit, you'll get the mechanics, how the game plays, combat system, all of that, as one PDF. Then you'll get the main body of the story, and all the entries are hyperlinked. So when it says turn to page 395, you just click on the link. You won't have to scroll. And then there'll be a separate one for the incantation spells, a separate one for the sleep encounters, a separate one for the events, and then there'll also be a separate one for the adventure sheet. And I'll probably do the adventure sheet and the combat encounters together. And then if you want to print all that out, you can print it out. If you want to just do it digitally, then you can. Then you won't spoil the story. Oh, you just meant for the character sheets, did you? Okay. Glenn's put here, could you not have broken the book into, say, 6 stages, chapters, and give different playtesters an isolated portion of the playtesting kit? Holy... I think that would be really... Yeah, then you won't spoil the story. That's a good point, Glenn. I was worried. That's what I'm saying. If you want to playtest this, you will get the story spoiled before you... If you've backed the project, if you back the Kickstarter, before you get the final version. However, the final version, you will get... the illustrations as well, which you won't get in these. Joseph Daniel has just agreed to write Savage Realm books. Yeah, that is fantastic news. That's good. Yeah. Like what he said. Yeah, because then you can print the adventure sheet PDF and have it whilst you browse the game. Yes. So doing it off in different sections is going to be difficult, though, because you're not going to get the flow of the story, are you? How are you getting it printed? So, I'm using a printer, I can't remember their name now, but it's an online printer who I have printed with before. Let's have a look. So with my novel of Magic and Monkeys, so this is the hardback. I only got hardback printed. So that was... Oh, I've got it written down here, actually. By Maxim Printers, M-I-X-A-M. And they've done a really good job because at the beginning of each chapter, there's a pencil illustration. And it's really come up well. It's really come up well. So I've gone for that again. Then with this one, I happen to have just put it on Amazon as a print on demand. So I'll probably do the same with the paperback. No, so all the Kickstarters are going to get it professionally printed by Maxim. And then once all the backers have got all their copies, then I'm going to put it on Amazon and it will just be a print on demand. Nice, says Glenn. Just if people were concerned about spoilers, though. I know, different chapters. Do you think that's a better idea to play test it then? So what, I just give you a section, just break it into 6 sections. They're genuinely brilliant monkeys. They are. So my artist, not my artist, I don't own him. I keep him in a cage in the corner. Oi, Rich! Down, keep it down. Rich Nairn, my good friend Rich Nairn, I love his illustrations. So he did the cover for me. Yeah, and all these little monkeys, these are in... these were in another book. Well, these were monkey... So these were monkeys, but we never used these ones. These were just so I could see what his vision of my monkeys were, so to speak. And I thought, oh, I've got all these illustrations, I can use them. Full game, a good move. What? He also makes a great point. What's that? So Lee's question is, does Joseph have a word limit on Savage Realms, etc.? Yeah, that is good. There have to be 3... yeah, absolutely enormous books. I know. Well, maybe, you know, maybe Savage Realms are happy with the size of his books and they've just gone, yeah, go for it. So, let's have a look. Yeah, so Rich originally did these drawings for my big verse saga. This is a 12,000 word poem, like Beowulf. So this is what kickstarted it all off, the Legends of Grimace Ironblood. And as you can see, so Rich has done all these illustrations, and it's just all in stanzas. It's all one big long saga. So they're great. Grocklesnook, stop farting. I know, he's had some Brussels sprouts today. Yeah. So I really think his illustrations are great. But unfortunately, he's very, very busy. He's a very, very naughty boy. So I just knew he just hasn't got time to do my game book. So that's why I'm going to do the illustrations. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Rich illustrated. That's right, yeah. Funny you should say that, Lee. It's as though I've just paid you to say that. So Rich and I did both. We did 2 decks of Story Spark cards, the Magical Items decks and the Mythical Creatures deck. And yeah, Rich did all of these. So I did all the descriptions, all the writing on the back of what they are, and Rich did all these illustrations. So, oh look, there's a little imp. There's another little imp. And also Rich designed the bottled imp. So he drew the bottled imp originally as well. So he did draw Grocklesnook. So we've got, yeah, things like the cockatrice. So they're really cool illustrations. Let's have a look. Yeah, the Wendigo. Yeah, gargoyle. Hello, Sally. Hello. Make real art with real art materials. Yeah. Yeah. So, and also we did the magical objects deck as well. So, yeah, some really cool magical objects. And these really helped me. So when, I mean, I created these, I had this idea of when I'm writing, in order to not interrupt my flow of writing, I might want a magical object. You know, it's like, oh, what should I have? Oh, okay. The potion of healing, that sounds great. Bloodbound sword. Oh, what's all that about? The brass spyglass. The chalice of peace. Do you know what I mean? So then I would just go, right, yeah, what do I need? The runes of dread. What are they? So then I've created all these backstories for the magical items, and you can choose to use the backstory or you can just ignore them and make your own up. So in my game book, Of course, you start the game book with a bag of abundance, which is like the bag of holding. So that just means that, yeah, you can carry as many items you want in my game book. So there you go. So I find these really cool, really helpful if I'm looking for either a mythical creature or a magical object, and I don't want to spend hours and hours researching stuff online. Then I can just use them. My queue was buried by Sally's salutation. Oh, your question was buried, right. Hi, Sally. Hi, Sally. Hi, everybody. Oh, Glenn, yeah, lots of creators from the US have been on YouTube recently talking about tariffs. Yeah, I don't even look at that yet. Obviously, it doesn't affect books, but they have... every time someone types... Okay, they've changed it. Every time someone types, the chat disappears for me. But they've mentioned how expensive artwork has been and they're turning to AI art. Is this something you'd consider? I personally wouldn't consider AI art because I'm lucky enough to be able to draw myself. Well, I've never drawn myself before. Oh, have I? Yeah, when I was a teenager, I think I did a self-portrait. Part of the secret, of course, is just to make art with other artists. I'll write reams for free and they draw for free or something. Yeah. Well, Rich and I came up, we did do a profit share basically. So we did a profit share. So we raised money on Kickstarter. Any profit that we had left over, we just split 50-50. That's how we did it. And, I took care of the Kickstarter. Rich did the illustrations. I wrote the description, so you could say, well, Rich did more on the artwork. But then it's like, yeah, but I then did the Kickstarter. Hello, David. How are you? Hi, Dave. So, yeah, so I did the cover for this. So I'm pretty good on Photoshop, so I did this on Photoshop. And what I'm going to be doing for the gamebook interior illustrations is, I thought I'd try something slightly different, I'm going to be doing lino cuts. So what I'm going to be doing is, obviously I've now selected the 20 art pictures that I'm going to use for my game book, and then I'm going to draw them on here, and then I'm going to carve them out with lino tools, and then I've got access to a printing press, so I'm going to put them through the mangle, put them through rollers, put paper on it, and then lift this up, and then hopefully I'll get some decent prints. And the good thing about doing that is I can then sell the prints as well. I can print off, a run of prints, and then when I'm on a stall selling my books, then you could buy the print as well if you want. So Ollie, the Storymaster's Tales, has said, I've been doing my own artwork, but also going back to using some of Nick's work. Yes, now Ollie has the same sort of idea of, can I afford to pay an artist? If you can, great. If not, I'm going to give it a go myself. And Ollie has just been working on 2 new books, I believe. I've seen your post with 2 new books. And you've done all the artwork for that, so that's good. So Ollie's put, I've got over 600 pieces of art that I commissioned from which I can make new quests. Oh, I see. Yeah, so Ollie's commissioned art. Do you just commission ideas? Do you just go, right, I'd need a pirate. Can you do one with the treasure chest? And then you make a story out of that. Do you go like that? Or do you come up with a story, then you commission the artwork? Because it's almost like you could commission just loads of artwork, and then that's your own library of artwork just to delve in when you need to. Lee's put, sadly I can't draw for toffee. But I think, though, if you had a go, you might develop your own style. That's the thing. People don't mind different styles. Nice secondary income stream for the book. I approve. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I thought. But I really like the old woodcutting sort of look. I did all my own artwork, says Glenn, on my Deadly Dungeon Doors supplement for D&D 5. He had so much fun drawing dungeon doors. Is that what it is? Just doors. Brilliant. I love drawing doors. Not Jim Morrison, though. When I did Weirding Woods on Kickstarter, Then I commissioned the next 6 books before I wrote them. Oh, did you? Wow. That is good. Start with easy drawings. That's good advice as well there from Rosalind. Yeah, just start with easy. Lee's put, I did my Lost Doctor annual via Kickstarter. Yes, so if you don't know, Lee and some friends of his did the Lost Doctor annual. I've forgotten the guy's name, but there was an actor that went up for Doctor Who and he didn't get it, but he suggested Sylvester McCoy. And so Lee and his friends have done an album as though he did get the part of Doctor Who. So there we go. So we ought to crack on though. We've not. This was a long preamble. I didn't mean to ramble for this, but we all got talking about game books. So don't blame me. The one in the lane with a rude name to match. Remind me, Jam. So there we go. So let's crack on. Now this is, as I say, this is 4 prologues of Joseph Daniels' books, and we had a vote last time, and we are doing The Sick and the Dead. The Sick and the Dead. So, right, off to the phone. Dinner won't make itself. Oh, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't get to do any of the game book. Sorry, Julian. Thank you for joining us for this amount of time, though. I appreciate it. I always say that real life comes first. It is zombies. Real life zombies come first. Yes. Well, do join us again if you have finished your meal and you don't have any other responsibilities. Forget the responsibilities. It's much more fun. Come on. It's much more fun. Okay, so it says here, The Sick and the Dead, Prologue to Bite the Hand, Part 1. So the book, if you are interested in buying the book, it's the Prologue to Bite the Hand, Part 1 is the book incoming. I'll be listening. Oh, you're listening and cooking. That's fantastic. It's good for the numbers, Julian. I may have to go soon myself. Hope it goes well tonight. No worries, Ollie. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. So it says, beginning your adventure. Before you begin, please make a copy of the following sheets. Oh, add a knife to the Master Present Infantry. And then, when you're ready, begin to turn page 1. Oh, this is it. Yeah. Okay, we've got that here, I think. We'll find out. Oh, add a knife. Oh, okay. To the Mara Present Inventory. Oh, Present Encounter sheet. Oh. Oh, yeah, here we go. So, ability infantry. You'll not pick up many items in the present. Okay, so we're going to add knife. It says add knife. Okay. I may have to stay all night, if that's okay. No, Glenn. No, Glenn, you're not welcome. Glenn's got staying power. I have heard that. Anyone want some more staying power? Yeah, he's got it in droves. By the way, just to let you know, Glenn does a fantastic job. If you're into Talisman, check out the Talisman Tavern, because him and his friend Zods, they have teamed up. They're doing a Talisman channel called the Talisman Channel, and if you like watching Talisman or talking about Talisman, they do playthroughs of the digital version of Talisman. Plus, they are doing like a series of interviews with people that are connected to Talisman or like Talisman. So check out that channel because it's a lot of fun. I've been on there a couple of times. I've had the pleasure of playing, and the privilege of playing Talisman with Glenn and Zods. We are releasing probably the most deadliest game of Talisman ever tomorrow. Yeah, so if you like Cutthroat... Hello, Steve! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Then, yeah, if you like Cutthroat Talisman, then that's the game for you. So, let's go. Let's kick off. So, The Sick and the Dead, Prologue to Bite the Hand, Part 1. Plummeting down the long shaft, you slam into the bottom, bruising your body from head to toe. For a few moments, you just lie there, feeling the dull throb. There's lots of innuendos in this opening paragraph already. I love it. Hello, Dave. Dave is there. Dave. We are doing Joseph Daniels' The sick and the dead, which is the prologue to By the Hand. So, you're feeling bruised, your body from head to toe. For a few moments you just lie there, feeling the dull throb of the gunshot wound in your back, which is slightly numbed by the adrenaline coursing through your veins. Then you begin to crawl through the vent, slow at first, and then the possibility of being stuck here sets in, gradually faster. Soon you come upon a grille that looks out onto the car park, and with the little strength you have, you force it open with your feet. The grille lands with a resounding clang, and then you tumble out of the shaft, landing face first on the cold concrete. You are about to take a moment to catch your breath, when a familiar groaning sound close by forces you to your feet. Looking into the black, you see a shadowy figure stumbling in your direction. I remember when we just had to chat up old men in arenas to get knives. Yeah, those were the days. After dark adventuring, exactly. So you have your first decision. Would you like to go towards the figure? Type figure. Or you can hide. Do you want to hide? It is up to you. Do you want to go towards the figure? Type towards or figure. Or do you want to hide? Type hide. Yeah, it is starting quite dramatically. I did wonder about that in a game book. I did think about that myself, starting like midway through some sort of action scene. But I then wondered if that's a brilliant way to start. I don't know. So, we've got 1 for figure, 2 for figure, dramatically even. Role-playing my character towards the figure, okay, to ask for bandages. He seems nice. I think he's a zombie. That's 5-1. Lee wants to hide. Go to the figure. You guys are crazy, but who am I? You might be all correct. So we're going towards the figure. You are very, very brave. You've made your first decision. Is this going to set the tone right into things? Yeah, exactly. Why shy away from things? Okay, so we're going to go towards the figure. Okay. Deciding to chance an encounter with this figure, you stand your ground and wait for them to come to you. The groaning grows louder, and then you see a man emerge from the black. His face a ragged mess of torn flesh and bone, like a walking corpse. Clearly a biter who would not hesitate to tear you limb from limb if given the chance. Normally you would be more than a match for one of these things, but given the current circumstances, you might not be so lucky. Hello, Lord Zods. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's quite all right. We've done quite a lot of rambling, so we've just started cracking open the book. So, would you like to run? Type run. Or would you like to try and kill it? Type kill. What would you like to do? Run or kill? If he laughs at you, he's corpsing. There it is. When I do my murder mysteries, and I'm not the corpse, I'm not the body, I try and make the corpse. I'm pretty good at that. I can do that. Run, kill. Okay, looks like you want to try and kill it. Run with a gunshot wound. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Arm wrestle. Bite your face off. Leerin's put here, we are as genre blind as Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 2 right now. And we need bleed. Yeah, and we are bleeding from gunshot wounds sent us falling into the sewer. Grocklesnook is hiding a spider to throw in Ken's, but he better not be. He's looking a bit shifty tonight. Right, so I think we've got kill it. We have a knife. We do have a knife. That is true. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to runs. 3. No, I think yes. It's kill. We're killing it. We're killing it. Oh, we're going to attempt to kill it anyway. Although, really, we've only got a knife. That's a bit close quartery. You want a shotgun or something in this circumstance. Okay, turn to 43. Where's 43? Reaching for your knife, you now attempt to put an end to this biter's suffering by driving the blade into his skull. Stabby stab. Roll 2 dice. Oh, that's how he's doing combat, or this particular combat. Which dice would you like to use? Knife to the mouth or ear, shotgun too loud. Oh yeah, that's a good point. It signals. Or just get some 12-inch singles. Like Shaun of the Dead. That is such a classic film. It's so good. Okay, so what dice would you like? Would you like the classic fighting fantasy dice? Would you like the talisman dice? Would you like the elder dice, blue? Or would you like the elder dice, whatever colour that is? Green. Or cheap bottles of vodka. Yeah, stuff with people's... Yeah. Mean prom date's dress set on fire. Yes. Was that a cocktail? A Molotov cocktail or something? Right in the mouth. Towards the brain cavity. Ooh. So... Ooh, got to be sneaky. We do have to be sneaky, Rosalind. You're absolutely right. So, hang on. You're giving me split messages now about the dice. There you go, Movtov. That's the one. Molotov. I would never make a good terrorist. So we got 2 for fighting fantasy, 1 for talisman, 1 for the green. So at the moment, 2 for the green. 3 for the green. Okay, we're going for the green. Yeah, he's out to represent the rotting flesh. Okay, here we go then. So... Oh, what dice is it? Oh, roll 2 dice. So it's 2d6s, I'm assuming. Yes, because it's 10 to 12 is the most you can roll. So, here we go then. I'm assuming the higher the better. Who knows how long we've done this for? Maybe it's quite recent. How long we've done? In game, like yeah, because it's like about 20 minutes. So that is a 6. So if we see that symbol, that's what we want. I'm assuming, yes, exactly. We don't know. We've got no context about how long this zombie apocalypse has happened, how long we've been on the run and surviving. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we're just new to all of this. Let's find out. We want higher the better. Oh, that's not bad. That's 9. That's the middle one. That's the middle one. So that might be good. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Your blow strikes true, and the biter crumbles to the ground with your knife embedded in its skull. You now attempt to pull it out, but find that it is stuck quite tight. And in your effort to remove it, the blade snaps. Oh, I would imagine if we rolled a 10 to 12, we would have been able to get the blade out, get the knife out. Having now lost your only weapon, you fear you're going to have to continue on unarmed until you spot the revolver on the dead man's belt. Picking it up. Oh, okay. Until you spot the revolver on the dead man's belt. Picking it up, you check the barrel and see that it has 6 bullets inside. You decide to take this with you. We've got a revolver. We no longer need to have a knife. Middle is reassuring. Yeah, you kind of know that it's not going to be brilliant, but you know you're not going to suffer. Well, not too badly anyway. So we did lose our knife. So it says remove the knife and add gun with 6 bullets. Okay. So let's do that then. Gun. Bullets. 6. But as Julian did quite rightly point out, if we use a gun, that's going to attract attention. Zombies, they go for that. We have a revolver and a deadly handle. Yeah, exactly, because the knife broke. Hopefully a cult single action, considering the spaghetti western inspired title of the adventure. Well, maybe we'll get that detail in a minute. 6 bullets sounds decent. Yeah, loud but six. Just like Clint Eastwood. Almost swore accidentally there. Okay, then what happens? Turn to 103. Okay. So maybe this prologue, it's interesting. Has he taken some of the book and then just thrown you in? Or does the book actually start the way it's starting now, like just mid-action? Or has he written these specifically for the book? Not quite sure. Continuing on ahead, you see a second figure stumbling towards you. This one also seems to be making similar grunting sounds to the first. So it says, if you have a gun and choose to shoot at them, you can do so. Or, so it says here, you got 3 choices. Mid-action, mid-action, that's the good word. Yes, the Q and the D. So, gun and shoot, or gun and approach cautiously. Or if you don't want to do that, you can do something else. It just says otherwise turn to 6. So maybe gun and shoot. So you could put gun and shoot, or gun and approach, or put otherwise. Or cautiously. Okay, so that's 2 for gun and caution. Well, thank you very much. I've got another follower there. It says Elostaria. Forgive me if I mispronounce that there. Elostaria. Thank you for following the channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you do want to watch any of these back, they're going to be on the YouTube, Edra Tells YouTube channel. So we've got 6. Your adventure ends here. Cautiously. Okay, so we're going for caution. Oh, there you are. You are there. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome. Okay. So, we are going to caution. So that's 80. Obviously, if you want to vote, anybody can vote. If you don't want to vote and you just want to watch, you're more than welcome. This one could be pretending to be a zombie, like the fellas in Shaun of the Dead. Well, maybe. Would you do that, though? But surely zombies instinctively know if you're a zombie or not. Yeah, wave it cautiously in the general direction. It's one of those things, isn't it, with the zombie apocalypse? Because I would imagine you get really paranoid. You raise your gun and step towards the figure, only to find that they wave at you emphatically with both hands. Whoa there, he says. Don't shoot. I'm a normal guy and I'm unarmed. Well, I've got a knife, but that's it. Ask him questions only a zombie would know the answer for. Trick him. Well, luckily we don't have to quite do a quick shoot. Yeah. You now lower your gun as the man walks over to you and then knifes you. No, he looks to be in his 30s with short brown hair and a beard, and appears to be dressed in a surprisingly clean suit. Your mind is a blur and you find yourself barely able to stand, let alone speak. Are you all right? He asks. The name's Frank. Do you like the suit? I picked it up from the department store upstairs. I mean, if we're all eventually going to be eaten, I would at least like to go out looking my best. I like his style there. Shit. You don't look too good. You should come with me. I'm holed up with some others in the toy shop across the street. We've got a doctor there. We'll have to be careful though. It seems there were some fireworks upstairs earlier, and they appeared to have attracted a horde. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never mind, we can talk about it later. You nod in acceptance, and he begins to lead you outside. Cautious approach was the best approach. Call in the airstrike. Okay, so now it says add SAEA1, which I'm not 100% sure what that is. But we do... Oh, story-altering events. So Joseph does very clever game books where he does sort of time travel and other stuff. So you write down little codes. SEA A1. When it says... Oh, I'm just going to tick that to show that we've got it. So I'm not 100% sure what that's all about, but I'm sure it will come into play if we actually come across it. Yeah, we are nice and quiet. That's what we want. We want to be nice and quiet. But apparently he said there was some fireworks that were let off. Heading out of the back door. Oh. That's not right. I've looked at the wrong one. Hang on. 80. Where were we? It says here turn to 60. Then that says heading out of a back door. Oh, heading out of a back door, you now step into an alley where you find 4 biters hunched over and devouring noisily an unfortunate victim on the ground. Looking past them, you see the street beyond is complete chaos, with biters covering every square inch, like an audience at a rock concert. You would definitely not be able to go that way. Fortunately, there appears to be a ladder leading up to the roof of the building across from you. The drawback is that you need to get to it. You will need to go past the feasting biters. At this moment in time, they appear to be distracted with their meal, but this could change. That doesn't seem to... That didn't seem to tag in, did it? We now have played one of the better ideas that we need to do. They're great, like, what's that? Sapphire and Steel. Well, it may not have been fireworks. It was a gunfight. Oh, okay. I shout out to the street for nearest toilet. Did that really follow on? It doesn't really feel like it followed on. I thought we were trying to get to the toy shop. And I thought we were in the street already. We weren't inside. Ah. Although it does say I'm holed up with some others in a toy shop across the street. I don't know. It might be. Did I miss a bit? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. It says heading out of a back door. Hang about. Let's go back a little bit. So 103 says continue on ahead. You see a figure stumbling towards you. This one seems to be making similar grunting sounds. Maybe it's an editing error. Maybe I have to walk past to get to the shop. It does say we need to cross the road. So maybe it does. Maybe we'll keep going. So it says if you have a gun in your inventory and wish to use it, or you can attempt to sneak past. What would you like to do then? Gun or sneak? Gun or sneak? Gun or sneak? Gun 'em. I know that Glenn and Zods are going to shoot, of course. Shoot first, ask questions later. Is it a toy shop or a real shop? I know. Questions. How many hands are chicken free? Oh, now my hands are chicken free. Well, it sounds like you're just boasting. Yep, my hands are now chicken free, so come on, ladies. Sneak, gun will be noisy. Rogie. Otherwise, to go 6 from 80. No, I don't know. 103. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Well, let's carry on and see if we've made a massive mistake. Zombies don't have Ear canals, don't they? Yeah, how can they hear? It's magic, Glenn. Don't question the magic. Been cutting up some chicken for... Yes, exactly. We had satay tonight. We had satay curry. It's nice. 127. 127. Oh, I'm on the right prologue as well, The Sick and the Dead. That's what happened initially. Because James Orquette's book had 4 stories in it, I jumped into the next story and it didn't make sense whatsoever. I'm like, what's going on here? Lots of sneaking. Sneaky, sneaky. This is not going well, to be honest, because it says here, raising your gun, you now attempt to kill the 4 bites that stand in your way. Are we doing this wrong? Are we meant to be doing something? Oh no, I've just written down the wrong number. Sorry, Dave. That's me. We are going the right. Oh, Dave said yes, we are going the right way. That was my bad, though. I wrote down the wrong number. That was user error. Yeah, we're drunk cowboy. Yeah. Although, I might be cracking open the cider. We'll have to see. No, 58 is sneaking past. Right, here we go. Crouching low, you now attempt to move as quiet as you can past the feasting biters and towards the ladder. Roll 2 dice. We're rolling 2 dice. So, if you have SEA A1, which we do, it says turn to 61. Okay. So we don't need to roll the dice. Oh, hang on. Or do we still have to roll the dice? Oh, I think it's true. I saw it. There's a spider in there. Don't give me that rubbish. Don't give me that rubbish, Jam. Either did the same one. Bang, bang. Well, you have to cope with the zombie apocalypse whichever way you can. Yes, roll the dice. I think you're right. I've just worked it out. Because if you roll 8 or over, and then it says if you have SEA A1, turn to 61. If not, then you turn to 142. So we need to get 8 or above. We need to get 8 or above, basically. Yes. Thank you for confirming that. Just because I said it once correctly, I'm not going to say it again correctly. Sorry. Elostria. Sorry. Not very good with names. Here we go then. Oh, we got a 6. That's not good. We needed to get more. It says here, if you do not, you are seen and the biters turn their attention to you. But luckily, we do have SEA1, A1. So we'll see how this mechanism works then. So instead of 61, we're going to go to 152. Right, at that moment, you are wondering how you're possibly going to get to the ladder. So we are going the right place, because it says, when Frank charges at the biters and attempts to hold them back. What are you waiting for? He shouts. Get up the ladder. No sooner has he said this when the biters overwhelm him and force him to the ground, ripping into his stomach and pulling out his intestines as if they were stuffing in a cuddly toy. His screams are deafening, not wanting his sacrifice to be in vain. You now make your way to the ladder and climb as fast as you can to the roof. Oh, Frank, exactly. So let's just take stock there. He was doing fine, probably survived for months and months and months and months without us. Within the first sort of 3 minutes of meeting us, he's now dead. Suits you, sir. Yeah, he did die in a nice suit. We did end him. Yeah, progress. And, you know, it wasn't us. So, yeah, swings and roundabouts. 'Tis the curse of the game book sidekick. It is. I think Frank did fulfill his destiny there. Remove S. Oh, remove A1. Okay. And then add. What was it? Add A3. Okay. And then turn to 142. Frank! Oops. Just like Mungo. Oh, crap. We should have taken the nice suit. We should have done. Be a bit blood splattered and brain filled. There's probably brains in his pockets by now. 142. Because obviously zombies, their brains just fall out all the time, don't they? Suddenly, you hear a loud banging and turn to see the roof access door to the building, trembling with some force on the other side. You have no doubt the horde have made it inside and are moments from swarming the roof. You need to find a way to escape as quickly as possible. Looking across the street, you notice a roof to a toy shop, which seems to be within jumping distance. But given your wounds, you're not sure if you can make it. So what would you like to do? Would you like to be the main character in life? Will he come back to eat us now? Probably. He's probably revenge zombie. A3, that's an interesting code for PTSD. Oh. So, what would you like to do then? Would you like to attempt to leap to the other roof where the toy shop is? Type leap. Or would you like to search for something to brace the door? Type search. What would you like to do? Apart from drinking cold tea? Just warm enough. Okay, so that is 3 for search, 2 for leap. 3 for search, 2 for leap. Search, then leap. Well, search while leaping. It's odds. It's not that open world. Yeah, game books are not brilliant games to play if you are very indecisive as a person. You get analysis paralysis. Leap around. Right, all of this is not helping. Right then, I'm just going to take the sensible answers. Search. Leap. Search while leaping. I'm going to put search for that one. And search, leap will be rolling. Leap around. Oh, so that's the finger bookmarked for. Yeah, that's true. Roll for charisma. Investigate. Right, you lot can just sod off. Not technically cheating until you move your finger. That is true. I'm going to say that you wanted to search more than leap, because I have no idea, because you were too busy being funny with the comments. Right, here we go then. So we're going to search 163, unless I've totally got that wrong and it is more of a leap, but, you know, you've only got yourself to blame now. 163. We are searching for the roof, searching the roof for anything you can use to block the door. You eventually find an iron bar, which you gather someone may have used as a weapon at some time because it's stained with blood. Taking this, you now run to the door and slide it under the handle from one side of the door frame to the other in the hopes that it will hold in place. If you have SAEA3, which we do, turn to 17. Okay, hopefully that's a good one. Break it. Yeah, seduce the zombies. Depends if you like rotting flesh or not, I guess. Eat it. Oh, come on. Yeah, it would be. It is one of those nightmare scenarios if you really thought about a proper zombie apocalypse. It'd just be terrible. You know, you'd have to go out for food unless you lived in a supermarket, but then everyone else would want that food, so then you're not only fighting the zombies, but you're fighting other potential humans, you know. You eat it in Minecraft when you have no food. Oh, right. 17. With the door secure, you now make your way to the edge of the roof to consider your next move. Oh, okay. Seduce zombies with mass problems. They love brains. Oh, hello. Whilst looking at the best way to get to the roof opposite, you notice a small balcony where you see a woman with short brown hair looking across at you. Hi there, she says. You look like you're in a bit of a pickle. Do you want to try and come across? We've got food and medical supplies. I would, you say, but I'm just not sure I'll make the jump. Of course you can, she says. If you fall short, you'll just be great food for zombies. No, I'll be here to grab you and pull you up. How strong is she? Realising you don't have much choice in the matter, you now attempt to make the leap. Okie dokie, we've got to get 8 or over. I would imagine it's higher the better. Yeah, where's everyone getting their haircut? I know. To be fair, we don't quite know how long the zombie apocalypse has gone. Also, you'd start cutting your own hair, surely. You know, we all remember 2020. Wiley Eco, OT Depression time. I think I ask who their hairdress is and where can I find them. Exactly. During the lockdown, I couldn't get my hair cut. No, everyone just did their own. Just do your own. Come on. Come on. Don't need to rely on everyone else. Here we go then. We want 8 and above, I believe. What's that? That's 6. Are these dice in dice jail already? Well, this makes a nice change from the bloody dungeon contest. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Although my die rolling was much better for all of that run for 9 weeks. So, but now it's not. Now it's gone back to normal. Okay, so we didn't quite make it, I don't think. You're about to take a run and jump when at the last moment you feel a tear in your calf muscle and find that not only are you unable to complete the jump, but you also can't stop yourself from going over the side of the roof. The fall is quick, and even though you are unfortunate to land directly on top of a group of biters, they do break your fall. Amazed that you're still alive, you stand to find yourself in a whole new life and death scenario, because you are right in the centre of a horde of infested streets. You are beginning to wonder what you should do next when you see the shutter of the toy shop opposite pulled open and see an old man with tufts of grey hair on either side of his head step out. This way, he shouts, quickly! He's from London. Realising you don't have a moment to spare, you now attempt to get to the toy shop as quickly as you can. Roll 2 dice. Right, if you roll 10 or over, I think the higher the better. Right then, here we go. Oh dear. Here we go, ready? I think we should let's try. Don't toy shop ground zero for all zombie apocalypse. Yeah, it should be. Is that some sort of joke? Toy shop joke. Okay, we're gonna re-roll again with the fighting fancy ones. Shh, don't tell anyone. Certainly don't tell Joseph. Okay, here we go then. So we want, is it 8 and above? Here we go, or 10 and above. Run, yeah. Or a pub, ever since that London incident with the 2 video game nerds. Oh, I don't know that one. Well, in Shaun of the Dead, it's go to the Winchester. So the rolls get progressively more and more difficult. I guess they do, yeah, if you rolled 10 and over. Which we didn't. Shaun of the Dead. The incident with the 2 video game... Oh, the 2 video game nerds. You mean the actors, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Which I'd just like to say, I was in the 3rd one, the World's End. I was an extra in the opening Prologue, yeah, where they're all young. So I was in the pub. I was in one of the pubs as an extra. There you go. Just my claim to fame. Anyway, right. So 32. Who's this we? You're the wrong. Oh, I see, Steve. I see. So when the right dice rolls are good, you lot take all credit for it, don't you? So, oh, didn't we do well? But when the dice go bad, then it's me, isn't it? Yeah? I don't do that when you make bad decisions. No, let's be fair. I do that. Exactly. I do blame you when you make wrong decisions, and that's only fair. So, 32. I know, the rolls could have been better. But hey, what are you going to do? That's part of the game. That's part of the fun. He's getting bitten in the face by a zombie. Sanctuary seems so close. But unfortunately, as you attempt to run, you trip and land flat on your face. Oh yes, I meant to look for that again. I did find your show reel, however. Oh, okay. There we go. You found my show reel. Did you like my show reel? If you have a gun in your infantry and still have bullets, turn to 57. If you do not have a gun, or you've run out of bullets, okay, it looks like it's shooty time. We don't make bad decisions, we make interesting choices. Oh, I see. So why can't these be interesting dice rolls? Oh, you didn't quite pass the test, but that's an interesting choice of number that you chose there. Doctor, I got a bad case of the coyote clumsiness. Exactly. I never know you were such a comedian. Oh, I see. What, from my show reel? But I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not there. Yeah, I've got a few comedy clips. I've got a few comedy clips in there. 57. But I've also got some serious acting. When I'm serious about acting. Very serious. Yeah. 57. As you lie there, you hear a group of biters approaching from behind and quickly turn onto your... Oh, hang on. You quickly turn onto your back with your gun at the ready, hoping to have enough bullets to push them back and buy time. You need to get to your feet and hobble over to the toy shop. Pratt falling all the way through the zombie apocalypse. I know, this is like... If it's gone wrong, it pretty much has gone wrong. Oh, God. Roll 2 dice for each bullet you have left. If you roll a double, you kill a biter. If you roll a 6, you incapacitate one. If you manage to kill or incapacitate at least 3 of the biters, turn to 107. If you fail, turn to 14. Right, so, bum biters. Yeah, I think that's a different game book. Imagine that as the title of a game book. Okay, let's keep it clear. It's like Mr. Bean in the zombie apocalypse. It is. No, Marge, I told you can't help me, or something very similar, if I remember. You can't help me. What's that? Is that one of my lines, or is that The Simpsons? Okay, the only thing missing is an anvil suddenly falling on a head. It is. It's like Wile E. Coyote, as you said. Okay, so let's just reread that again. We're going to roll 2 dice for each bullet you have left. If you roll a double, so maybe we could go back to these, because we did roll a double. I'm a zombie. I'm a zombiarian. Now, this is a film I can get behind. Well, the bomb biters. Oh, very good. I've just got that. From my reel. Oh, is it? Oh, I can't remember. I did that reel ages ago. No, Marge, I told you can't help me. The serious argument bit. Did I say that? Did you ever see The Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse? No. Right, okay, let's do this before we get eaten. So we need to roll doubles. So we've got 6 bullets. We can roll 6 times. If we roll a 6, you incapacitate 1. We need to kill or incapacitate 3 of the biters. Right, here we go then. Oh, that's close. That's a 1 and a 2. The Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse. Is that pretty funny? Oh no, is that a book? Is that a book that tells you how to survive? Apparently the jock in that film is played by Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. Oh, there you go. So that was one attempt. That is 2 attempts. Really? I never knew that. No, I never knew that as well. That is... Oh, we got a 6. We got a 6. That's 3 attempts and 1 incapacitated. So we need to get 2 more out of 3. We can do this. We got this. Here we go. Double 6. Oh, that's a 5 and a 2. It's an upside down 2. So we need to get both. We need to get a 6 or a double in the last 2 throws. This is like the dancing we did very badly at Craven Manor. Exactly. We've still not learned. Oh, hello. That's a 4. Oh, that was a 4. I'm going to take that. That was a 4. I'm going to take that. So I'm going to say that is... Yeah, take it, says Steve. Come on. So we need a 6 or a double. Come on, let's get 2 2s. It's 2 5s. Or 2 upside down 2s. It is genuinely 2 5s. And you mocked my dice rolling at 4 my weirdo number. Amazing. I know, Dave. I'm as surprised as you are. Thank you very much. Illustria. That's a great name, by the way. Does it mean anything? Illustria. Hopefully I am saying it correctly. Our rolls improve on desktop. Yeah, exactly. When our backs are up against it. Okay, 107. We did manage to... Well, we killed 2 of them and incapacitated 1 of them. So that's not bad, actually. It's an elf. It's a long story. Okay. There you go. Well, maybe one day we shall learn that story. Can we get to safety yet? Well, let's find out. We've been trying to get there. Somehow, despite the odds, you're not wrong there. Again, the odds being against you, you managed to make it to the entrance of the toy shop where you are met by the older man and younger woman with short brown hair. Welcome, the woman says as she pulls down the shutter behind you. It's all right, you're safe now. What's your name? Don't worry about my name. Where did you get your haircut, you ask. She says, haircut? I do it myself, don't you? It's Mara, you say. Mara Hayes. You don't look too good, Mara, she says. Fortunately for you, we have a doctor here. Come on, let's get inside. You're about to follow her inside when the exhaustion of the night and the effects of your multiple wounds finally catch up on you. First the room begins to spin and then you feel completely paralysis. And then you feel a complete paralysis come over you as you collapse to the ground. We'll edit that bit out. They'll never notice. Dr. Shipman. Hello, my name's Dr. Shipman. We get the point. Ed is... does Glenn know about it? Okay. Glenn's more of a nerd than I am. I'm just... I'm a wolf in nerd's clothing. Does that make sense? I'm a sheep in wolf's clothing in a nerd suit, cosplaying a nerd. I'm a sheep in nerd's clothing. Okay. Yeah, so we are Mara, which makes sense. Because it says here, Mara flashback, Mara present. Yeah, so it looks like we are playing... Mara's a woman's name, isn't it? Mara Hayes. Might be a bloke's name, I don't know. Kenny's bitten. Yeah, we collapse to the ground. 55. Hopefully. Yeah, then that's the game over. You've collapsed to the ground. You're too late because you've been faffing around outside. He's choking on the spider. No, it's the spice that I had for dinner. Oh, what's going on here? Chapter 1. You now we'll make use of Mara flashback sheet, which is at the top of the present day sheet. In this, you must fill in the following values. See, it comes up with clever little mechanics. Strength -4. Oh no. -4. Agility 4. Then you must share 6 points between aim, stealth, observation, and courage. You can have no more than 4 in each, and must have a minimum of 1. It's a spyster. It is. It's a spicy spider. Still better than that Edinburgh Festival show about the young man dressed as a gorilla. This sounds great, though, Rosalind. Dressed as a gorilla, just an old man reading a newspaper. Do you know what? That sounds amazing. I've also trod the boards in Edinburgh Fringe. We did a show called The Storyteller's Apprentice that I wrote. Well, I wrote it, but I co-developed it with a friend of mine called Vicky. That's still going. Is it still going? There you go. That's still going. My one isn't. Sounds better than Mrs. Brown's Boys. Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to do then? We have 6 points between aim, stealth, observation, and courage. How do you want to split those? Should we have at least 1 in everything? Yeah, that's a good point. So type yes if you want 1 in everything. Get 5 stars in Jordan. I'm not surprised. That sounds brilliant. Yeah, yes, 1 in the bush. 1 in everything. So, okay. So, hang on. What did I say? So, it's aim. Oh, aim. Stealth. Courage and observation. Okay, so that's 1 in everything. So that's 4. So 2 again. So which 2 do we have? Yeah. So do you want to put 1 in aim? Or 1 in strength? Sorry, 1 in stealth. 1 in courage. Or 1 in observe. Okay, basically, which 2 would you like to put another 1 in? There you go. You lot have worked it out quicker than I have. Leerin's put, as for the 2 extra points, put them in aim and courage. Then Julian wants stealth and observation. Okay, if anyone else is voting, vote, because then we might get clear winners. Maybe the strength improves if we see the doctor. Yeah, I think the strength would do, Lee. I think that's a good point. Let's have a look. What's the time anyway? Oh, it's coming up 30 minutes. Right. So, aim and stealth. So that's 2 for aim and 2 for stealth. 2 for observe. Okay, 3 for stealth. So, stealth. I think stealth has definitely got the vote. So we'll put another 1 in that one. And then... Okay, what other 1 do you want? So now vote for another 1. Aim, courage, observe. Just let's do a straightforward vote. Type aim or courage or observe. What would you like? You decide. So Steve would go for aim. Leland's aim. Jam's aim. So that's 3 votes for aim. Anyone else voting? Observance, to be aware of the other zombie issues. Elostraria, the elf. Also wants observe, but there's still 3 aim. So I think we're going to go with aim. Elostraria. Best way to avoid them, I say. Well, aim presumably, especially with the rolls that I'm rolling, would give us like a +1 or something. In like you don't have to roll as high to shoot them. Who knows? I didn't write this game book. Joseph Daniels did. Okay, let's crack on. I quite like the way that he does this, where you go along and you learn the rules as you go along. I do quite like that. It's too late to change mine because I've done it the traditional way, but hey. So this is chapter 1. When you're ready, continue to read on. 9 years ago, so it's a flashback, August the 5th, and it's all in italics, so I'm assuming this is a memory. Yeah, it's a flashback from us. Once again, it is a lovely sunny day outside, and I'm still not allowed to go to the park. Thank God I have a garden, or else I would have gone mad by now. It has been like this for 3 years. Ever since that thing on the news about some new sickness. I didn't really understand it. All I know is that from that day forward, things got weird. First, Daddy made the fence bigger around the garden and made it so high that I couldn't even see over the top of it. He boarded up all the windows and he placed extra locks on the door. He then told me that I was not allowed to go outside anymore. When I asked him why, he told me that it was too dangerous with all the sick people around, and that children were more in danger of getting sick for some reason. At first, aside from not being able to go outside, everything was pretty normal. I was able to eat the food I like and watch TV. But as time went by, things got worse. First the TV stopped working, and then our food began to run out. That's when my dad started bringing out old board games. One in particular was The Crooked Crown, available on Amazon, or Guildlands, that's coming out in June. No, sorry, not that. That's just a plug for my games. Yeah, was this written in lockdown? Yeah, possibly. I think so. Memory in sepia tone. Yeah, exactly. One in particular that he made me play was Pandemic. No, was maybe a lot was a game called Escape. In this game, you would start in a room with only a few objects in, and you had to come up with innovative ways to use those objects to escape the room. Then once you left the room, you would end up in another, in which you have to do the same, and then another, until you finally escape the building. The first person to leave the building won, and that was often my dad. I don't think I ever won a single game, but I did learn a lot from playing it. Oh, clever. Yeah, was it like Time Bandits TM game? Seriously, I've so got to design that game. Time Bandits, what a great idea of mine. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do a Time Bandits game. So he learned a lot from it. Round about this time, my family also started going out a lot in pairs. Sometimes it was my dad and my mum, and sometimes it was my dad and my brother. They called them shopping trips, which was strange because they never took money with them, but they did take knives. Whenever they went on one of these trips, either my mum or my brother would stay and keep me company until the others got back. Sometimes when they got back, I would be allowed to see them, but other times I was sent to my room and told to wait until I was cooled down. I never knew why until one day I came back downstairs and saw my dad covered in blood. I screamed at the sight of him and ran to my room and hid under the covers. My dad later told me that the blood belonged to an animal he killed. This was because a lot of supermarkets were closed, which meant he and my brother would sometimes have to go hunting for our food. Nice. What a game, eh? It was during the pandemic that I finally started an over 18-month completed Skyrim. Oh, fantastic. From running in terror from Mordor to slaying him in Valhalla. They came back with some toilet paper. I bloody well hope so, because that's like gold dust in a pandemic. Yeah, that made sense, I suppose, but I didn't like to see him covered in blood. So from that day forth, whenever I sent to my room, I knew to stay there. And now I'm here again, wondering what... Hey, Judy Bloom, are you going to be writing in that... Well, are you going to be writing in that thing all day, or do you want to have some fun? You immediately stop writing in your diary and turn to see your 14-year-old brother Daniel standing in your doorway. Doing what, you ask? I was thinking about the good old game of hide and seek. I'm a bit old for that. You're never too old to play hide and seek. Besides, you're only 9 and still have at least a few good more years to play left in you. So take advantage of them. You'll miss them when they're gone. Come on, it'll be fun. As he stands there, hanging forward on your doorframe and looking at you with the cheeky grin of his, you honestly feel like you can't say no to him. All right, you say. Great, he says. Do you want to be it, or would you prefer to hide? Oh, this is good. You've got to teach him how to hide from zombies. They came back with something. Yeah. Oh my, cinematic. What? Man, I hate that guy. What guy? What, the brother? Daniel? Okay, so, do you want to be it? Type it. He still wets his bed. Oh well. Or you can prefer to hide. So, type it if you want to be it, or hide if you'd rather hide. You decide. What would you like to do? Oh. Dinner's up. Loving the book. Kudos to Joseph and love to all. Bye for now. Thank you very much for watching, Julian. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up soon anyway, so you shouldn't miss too much. Enjoy your din-dins. So, you're going to mess me up with the voting. So that's 2 for hide. Hang on, Rosalind, have you voted twice? No. Oh, you put R. So 3 for... Oh, no, hang on, what am I talking about? 3 for it. 4 for it. And then we've got... Oh, it was just sibling teasing. Yeah, it was sibling teasing, actually. Hide, latest Jules. Hide, definitely changed my mind. Oh, okay, so you've changed, right. So, we've got 2 for it, 3 for it. Then we've got 1, 2, so 4 for it. 3 for hide. 4 for hide. It's a tie. It's a tie. We're going to have to roll a die. We're going to let the die side. Here we go then. 1, 2 and 3 is it. 4, 5 and 6 is hide. And we can have dramatic flashbacks. I know, exactly. You think, oh, a nice little flashback, little memory. No, they're just going to be as harrowing as present day. It's a 4. It's a 4. We are hiding. We are hiding. I need to update my blog's book page. Return to Kevin on Gallows Hill was released last week. Congratulations on that, Jam. Well done. Well done. Excellent. I'm assuming it's available on Amazon, yeah? It's available on Amazon. Here we go then. And that is a Savage Realms book. So, what did I say we're doing? Hide. We're hiding. 77. Okay, 77. Oh. You can be it, you say. Aye, he has a character called Lyrin. Oh, does it really? Cool, that's cool. Brilliant. You can be it, you say. Oh, think you can hide from me, eh? I bet I find you in 2 minutes. I bet it takes you 5, you say. Oh, big words. Well, you better get going because I'm starting to count now. 1, 2, 3. As he turns towards the wall to begin to count, you run off and begin to look for a good hiding place. So in this next section, you'll be using your skills of strength to stay hidden from your brother for 4 rounds. Pick a hiding place from the list below. Oh, okay then. So, let's have a look. It says here, the shed, the bush, tree, the living room cupboard, behind the curtains, behind the couch, the kitchen cupboard, under the dining room table, wardrobe, under the bed, inside the chest. But it's also got +1 strength and all of that, so I'm not sure really how that works. Can you see the list there, or do you need me to read them out again? There's the list. Can you read the list, or is it back to front? You can read the list. Oh, okay, cool. So, which one would you like? Living, would you like to go in the kitchen cupboard? Glenn, no way. Don't know what. Couch says Elostaria. 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 Hopefully I'm saying that right. Loads of options. I know, sort of loads of options. This is the downside if I'm live streaming it, if there's too many options, because it's like, okay, can you remember all of them? Whereas if you're just looking at them, you're solo playing, it's a lot easier. Zombies can't climb. That is true. That is true. Anyone else voting? Because I don't think we've actually got a consensus. Curtains. Yeah, curtain screens. We've got 2 for curtains. We've got 2 for curtains. So I think the curtains have it. Number 4 is the tree. So that's 2 for curtains, 2 for tree. So I must be hide. Yeah. Oh, I see. Do you get minus... Because it's got the shed -1 strength, the bush -1 strength, the tree +1 strength. I'm not fully understand what that says. Curtains and sofa gives you +4 strength. Oh, okay. Is that what it is? Well, okay, let's go curtains then, behind the curtains, which is 6. So then it says roll 2 dice to see where your brother searches first by checking the number beside the location. If he rolls the number of your hiding place, he automatically finds you. If he rolls the number of a hiding place 1 number above or below yours, there's a chance he might notice you whilst passing by. And then you roll 2 dice and add to your strength. Oh, okay. Plus or minus the bonus points or the negative points. Okay, so let's see if he rolls higher than our hiding place. So that is behind the curtains, which is 6. Okay, so we're rolling 2 dice. Well, so far we've not been doing that. We use strength to hide from our brother. Yeah, stealth. Yeah, is it stealth or is it strength? Oh, sorry, it's obviously going to be stealth, isn't it? So curtains hides better. Yeah, okay. I vote curtains now, yeah. The tree is only +1. Okay, so here we go then. Curtains it is. Beyond this, I'm a bit lost. I know, it's a little bit... I like the mechanic, it's good, but it's quite difficult for me to explain it. Not that you're stupid or anything, anybody. It's me. It's all on me. Right, here we go. We basically don't want a 6, so let's... Oh, that's a 5. Okay, so then we're going to... It says if he rolls the number... Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, if he rolls above or below, which he has done, there's a chance he might notice you. Roll 2 dice and add your stealth. Sorry, you are right, Rosalind. It's stealth. So we're going to roll 2 dice and add your stealth, which is 2. And then we're going to get +2 stealth, so that's 4. So that's basically what we're going to do. So we're going to roll 2 dice. Yeah, that's it, for 4 rounds, possibly. So that's... Oh, God, look at that. That's 2 plus 4, which is 6. Roll 2 dice and add your strength. Roll 2 dice for your brother and add 2 to his roll. If yours is higher, you stay hidden. Oh, okay. So we want 6 or below. Oh, for God's sake! Look at that 7. Okay. He finds you. Turn to 38. Okay. course he's going to find. Yeah, no, we wanted... Oh, no. So, yeah, we wanted higher. We wanted 6 or above. Sorry. We want, yeah. Oh, no, we did roll over. You're right, Zod. You're right. You stay hidden. Continue onto your brother's next turn. Well, what we're going to have to do, because my phone is getting low on battery. Ken's broke the dice again. What we should do, we're going to make a note that we have hidden once correctly. Okay? And then we will continue there to hide from our brother. How's that sound? Because I don't want my phone just to cut out. Because I like saying goodbye to you all. Dang, the kids got good at this. Yeah. So we're going to leave you on a cliffhanger. I always like to leave you on a cliffhanger though. Hidden once. 3 more to go. Okay, I've made a note of that. We're on 77. So there we go. You rolled high for the brothers, so he caught you. Oh, did he? Oh, no, you're right. You are right, Dave. Oh, well, then that's easy. Yeah. See, that's what I like about myself, is I don't cheat on purpose. I cheat through incompetence. You are right. Now, I thought I was right the first time, and then Zod's put his little comment in. Yeah, he rolled higher, 38. Well, then, okay, well, let's find out what happens. We've just got enough time to read this entry, I think. Here we go. 38. When Daniel passes by your hiding place, you begin to think you've outsmarted him when he suddenly sneaks up and grabs you. Nice try, he says. But no one beats the master. All right, you say. No need to rub it in. Play again. I promise I'll give you more of a chance, he says. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to play again? Type play. Or would you like to tell him to call it a day? Type no. Or call it a day. If it's your first time playing, it's recommended that you try and win at least one hide-and-seek game to witness a particular gameplay tutorial. Well, there you go. So what would you like to do? Would you like to play again? Play again, says Jam. Yeah, let's play again. I think most people are going to say, Sally would also like to play again. Leaving has put, haha, the next game book can have the protagonist's name be Error Coyote. Cheats through accident rather than on purpose. Exactly. I like that. This is surprisingly tense for not being a zombie apocalypse directly. I know. It's just a game of hide and seek. However, these sorts of skills we're learning as a kid are obviously going to come into use when we're an adult and we have to survive the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, the brother is a good kid, exactly. Play it again, Sam. Play. Yeah, so we will play. There we go. So thank you all for watching. So what I'll be doing directly after this is, you'll be glad to know, I'll tonight have finished the playtest digital version for you guys to download it tomorrow. So I'll put a notice out on my own personal Facebook page and also on the Edra Tales Facebook page. So if you're in the Edra Tales group, look out for that. And then you'll know that you go to edratales.com, my website, and you can download the files there. We'll do it that way. How does that sound? So there we go. Player's going to play. Exactly. So yeah, so if you are interested in play testing my game book, then we'll do that. And okay, here's a quick question. Hopefully my phone will survive. Oh, I'm on 4%. Do you want the whole story, or do you want me to just do it in sections? Say 4 sections of 100 sections each, and then you can just play test 1. Sections. Oh, okay. So it might not make sense. You might get to a point where you just go, I have no idea what's going on. Lee's put very interesting change of theme. We all know the theme, but how it plays is another question. Yeah, exactly. Sections, easy to digest. Okay, I hadn't thought of doing that, so it looks like that's a popular thing to do. So I'll put 4 sections of the actual story, sort of 1 to 100, 101 to 200, 201 to 300, and 301 to 407, yeah? But you might get sent an entry that you don't have. That's what I thought, but then hopefully someone will pick that up. I don't know. I'll have to check those little entries there. I wouldn't get spoiled anyway. Yeah, so I guess you because you could just pick one section and go, that's all I'm going to play, so I'm not going to spoil it for too much. Okay, I do appreciate you guys playtesting it, by the way. And anyone that playtests it will get their name in the final book. So there you go. If you do it in sections, you might not be able to check if the entry goes to the correct entry. I know, but what I could do is I will make sure about that. I can't see that having 1 to 100 is going to work. So Rosalind's put, I really like playtesting games. Oh, well, that's fantastic, Rosalind. Excellent, thank you. Well, what I might do then is do 4 different sections if you want to do it in sections, and then 1 of the whole game book if you want to download it. Yeah? For example, if you get to the end of number 4 and it sends you to number 3. Oh, yeah, because I've messed it all up now, haven't I? It's not going to work in section, guys. Yeah, it is. I've totally changed it now. So, yeah, because it used to be, you know, entry 1, it said the first 2 options were turn to 2 or 3. Entry 2 was turn to 4 and 5. Entry 3 was 6 and 7. Do you see what I mean? So it was all pretty localised. But now, entry 2 might be 398, and then already you're scuppered. No, he's got this. Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to work. I might just have to give you the whole book, and then put a warning up to say if you do it, then it will all be that. Yeah. I don't know. Some people, yeah. Oh, I don't know. But what I would do then is maybe play it once and then don't play it again, because then, you know, if you die, then just go, okay, I playtested it, but I died and everything was all right. Oh, because currently being reorganised. Yeah, exactly. It then got reorganised. So entry number 2 is now, say, entry 378. Whereas entry number 2 was like coming from entry number 1, but now entry number 1 might send you off to 358, and then you haven't got that one. Start each person at a different starting point. Yeah, it's not as easy as that, no, Glenn. It's not as easy as that now. Unless you do it with an earlier draft and then revise. There is a version, yeah, that's my version, that I numbered 1, 2, 3 before I reorganised it all. Also, please remember that the copy you're reading is not proofread. Yes, it's not proofread. Well, it's proofread by me, but not properly proofread by Sally. Yeah, just getting that. Yeah. Oh, I'm on 2%. I think the only way to... But really, again, there's no point in you playtesting an early version, because that's not playtesting the proper numbers, is it? Yeah? Is there a problem with the PDF version of this demo adventure? No, but this was a sample, so I wasn't really saying playtest this. This was just a sample, so people that, if they wanted to back my Kickstarter, they knew what my writing was like, and they knew what, you know, if it was the game book for them. Whereas this, I kind of want you to playtest the links. I couldn't do a let's play. He has 2 of those, but they immediately point to paragraph a zillion. Well, these ones, you could do a playthrough of this, because these actually, it's only a few towards the end of this that puts you off. So this one is pretty much in order. Oh, sorry, the zombie one. I guess you could. There's only 100 paragraphs or something. Anyway, my phone is going to die, so we better wrap this up. I thank you all for playing and for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And if you didn't comment, it's not a problem, and you just watched it, absolutely Hopefully you enjoyed it. Ken, never give me a copy of that FFF5. What? Oh, Ken never gave... Don't you give me that. They were on... Jam. They were on Jonathan Green's desk, on his stall. This guy. Thank you, Ken. Nah, not you, Ken. No, cool. Right, so good sunrise. Yes, thank you, Lerin. Thank you, Rosalind. Thank you, Zods. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Dave. Who else have we got here? Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Elostaria, if I've said that correctly. Thank you to Ollie that tuned in as well. And Martha, where are you? We missed you. Jonathan, we missed you. Where are you? It was a hoot. It was a hoot. See you in a week's time. Yes, the next playthrough of Joseph Daniels' Tales Foretold is next Wednesday. It'll be back at 7 p.m, hopefully, unless I'm away. I'm actually away, so I'll have to see whether or not I'm going to be doing it next week or the following week. I'll have to check that out, but I am going away, so I might not be back in time. This was cool to do. Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And yes, look out. If you haven't joined the Edra Tales Facebook group, please join, because that's where you get all the latest information about things. No codes yet. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Glenn. Sorry, I forgot to say thanks to Glenn. And also, the next live stream will be this Saturday, 10 a.m. It's Edra Scrolls, Ramblings of a Storyteller, and Jam. I forgot Jam as well. Sorry. And where we talk about fantasy, we talk about your projects, we talk about my projects, and we ramble on to other things as well. So thanks, everybody. Take care. And remember, may your thieving never be caught. See you later, everybody.